Right guys, so we're here at Hotel Football for today's matchday hospitality with Phil Neville. So come on in, let's go take a look. Guys, the Peaky Pundit here. I'm here with Phil Neville, Manchester United legend at Hotel Football for today's Q&A hospitality session. Phil, thanks for joining us, but firstly, congratulations yesterday with the fantastic results of Salford City.
Brilliant.
Good day out at Wembley.
Brilliant day out.
Dream come true.
We fulfilled a lot of dreams yesterday. We wanted to get to the Football League. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of people that have given so much to the football club, and you know, sometimes in life dreams do come true, and yesterday was one of the best days that I've had in football. And
onwards and upwards from here, hopefully through the leagues.
Yeah, the train keeps moving forward, and we can't rest on our laurels. There's a lot of teams that will want to beat us next year, so we've got to keep recruiting.
Brilliant.
Improving.
Phil, we know you're a busy man, we'll let you, but all the best for the Women's World Cup as well this summer.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you, Phil.
Anybody going to be in your head when you knew you were coming up against and you went, right, I need to be on my game for this?
When I went to Everton, I hated playing against United. No, I did, because you think, my first game, Ronaldo, I was against Ronaldo. My second game I went into midfield, was against Keenan Scholes. My third game I was against Giggs. It was just a disaster. And these were players that I'd grown up with, trained with. I'd say the best players I ever played with or against were Zidane for Juventus. Couldn't get near him. Boss sent me on at half time against Juventus. Said, get close to him, don't let him do anything. I could not get near to him, he did everything. And Romario for Brazil was sensational. Ronaldo, the old Ronaldo, the Brazilian, was unbelievable. With me and Gary Martin for England won one game in France. We never give him a kick. We had a great game. He scored 3 goals. He was sensational. Honestly, he was.
Who got the jersey that day? You were Gary.
Yeah, well, we both man-marked him in the last 3 minutes of the game to get his jersey. Gary played me a ball, and he actually passed it out of play on purpose so he could have been here and Romario.
What's going to really work for him as a Manchester United manager?
Well, I think he needs time now. I think we need to give the next manager time. We need to back him in the transfer market. There's obviously a massive rebuilding job that needs to be done. I hope that Ollie succeeds, because I think everything that he's done so far in terms of the words that he uses and the style in which he wants to play has been really good. He's had, you know, the minute he signed, that those players have dropped off remarkably. So he needs to, he said the other day, some of them players have played the last games for Man United, and rightly so. But I think, I sat next to him in the dressing room, I sat next to him on the bench a lot through my time at United. He's harder than what you think. He's a studier of the game. He's immensely intelligent and driven. He's got a nasty streak to him when you can come on the field and score like he does. He's got a real drive. And I think we all just want him to succeed.
What about, in fact, he comes across, and even in interviews and stuff, he comes across as such a genuine, nice person as well. Tell me more about the root of the streak though. How much of a distance does he have to put between himself and the players as a manager, having played for this club and knowing the ethos of this club?
Well, I mean, as a player he was always sort of like the baby-faced assassin, but you know, in the dressing room he was never a pushover. He never got himself involved in groups. He was always an individual within the dressing room, but always a great lad and well respected. I think what he has to do now, this summer is a big summer for him. He has to be ruthless. I think that dressing room, I think my brother said it a couple of weeks ago, it just doesn't need 1 or 2 out. It needs almost like a bulldozer going through it. And you know, he's got to do that. If he doesn't, then he'll probably struggle to be success at this club. And he keeps talking about success and winning things. To do that, he's going to have to make some major decisions.
Is that going to mean that United fans and Manchester United are going to need 2 or 3 seasons in that 5th place or 6th place, and things aren't going to go massively well and then
Fifth place.
building into it? Well,
No, well, we've had 5 years of pain, haven't we?
yeah, true. But I'm just seeing the same
yeah.
model. I'm seeing the
It's
Liverpool
not a
model
quick
as well. They were 5th and 6th and 8th 2 or 3 seasons ago.
Yeah, it's not a quick fix. You look at the level of Liverpool and City. It seems to me we're a million miles away from that level at this moment in time. But you know what? Put 3 world-class players in that team.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of spirit and togetherness back in that team. We saw after Christmas the points that we made up. It can be achievable. Leicester went from nearly being relegated to winning a league title 3-4 years ago, and that was with minimal investment. We've got the investment, we can make the signings because players still want to come here. We've just got to make sure that we make the right ones now. The ones that can actually play for Manchester United.
The women's football world as it is to the men's football world, because you obviously you're the national team manager, you have to. But I don't think people recognise how technically good it is, how enjoyable it is, and how much they would enjoy it.
Well, look, I think people are jumping on board. I've got to say, from where we were, Arsenal played yesterday. At the start of the season, they were getting maybe 500-600 people. Yesterday, there was 5,000-6,000 people on. You know, the whole game's grown. The 40,000-50,000 at the FA Cup final last week. People are jumping on board. There's more respect, but there's only more respect because of the quality of what's out there on the field, and that's what I've witnessed in the last 12 months. The quality of the field has improved, fitter, faster, stronger, technically better, and with that has gained more respect. Every one of our games has been on the BBC for the last 9 months. The She Believes tournament we won 3 months ago was watched by 2-3 million people. You know, 2-3 million people just don't turn on a TV channel just because they're forced to.
I think the night before there was only 800,000 watching Sky, one of the Premier League matches.
It was a Liverpool game.
It was a Liverpool game, there you go. There you go. One of the lads down here just said he saw this young girl playing in Cornwall, right? And her mum and dad know she's got something. She's good, she's special, she's the best player in any of the teams she plays in. But there are little pockets across Britain that aren't fully part of the system that you would like it to be. How frustrating is that, and what advice would you give to people like Lambton, who we mentioned here on table 1, who can't find a team in her area, is too far away from London and the big Premier League games to go to matches all the time?
Well, what, you mean to watch or to play?
To watch and to play.
Well, I think to play, I mean, you speak to some of my girls. I've got a girl called Beth Mead who is going to be an absolute star. She played boys football until the age of 15, and that was the best development for her. You go to America, they play, and Germany, where they've got the best women's teams, they play boys football until the age of 16 to 18. So what I would say is, don't be embarrassed. If you're good enough, get in that boys team and show them how it's done. So I think there has to be a level of, you know, pushing your child to go and play with that boys team and pushing them forward to go and train with them. But there will be coaches, there will be opportunities. The FA are doing some great work in terms of spreading the grassroots now of opportunities for women's football. Coaches are improving, facilities are improving, and there are great opportunities. I mean, Salford Lionesses are in the final on Wednesday, and they're going for their 4th trophy. The only Manchester club that's going to win the quadruple this year. We started 12 months ago. We had trials down at Salford City, and they've won every trophy this year. They're playing in sort of like the bottom rung of the ladder. You know what? In 5-6 years' time, they could be in the WSL playing professional football.
Alright guys, so we just finished up the Q&A session with Phil Neville here at Hotel Football. Another fantastic pre-match day hospitality session here at the hotel. Great humour from Phil Neville, sharing some of his great stories as well as a time as a player of Manchester United. As you can see, the drinks are flowing in the background. Great atmosphere here. The fans are really enjoying themselves once again on the last day of the season of the hospitality session at Old Trafford. Thanks for tuning in to today's Matchday vlog. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with all the content we'll be bringing you over the summer as it happens.